Oh yeah, victory is mine, victory is mine, victory today is mine. I'll tell Satan, get thee behind, victory today is mine. Welcome once again, this is Derek Hudson Wamala again, coming right away to where you are from my home studio. Hey, on my home TV, you know what I mean? All things can happen. Everything is possible. Even right now, we can use what we have to reach out and to share what God has put in our hearts and in our spirits and ensure that we have a better life. We still continue with our series, Occupy, Possess, Promise. Occupy, Possess Your Promise. And we are still dwelling in our text in 1 Kings chapter 22, verse 1 to verse 3. And we remind ourselves that Judah and Israel had a promise which was Ramoth Gilead, and they never occupied it because they were living peaceful for 3 years, and Syria was occupying Ramoth Gilead. Not until Jehoshaphat had to go down, tell the king of Israel that don't you know that Ramoth Gilead belongs to us? And I still encourage you to know what belongs to you and claim it. If you need to file in court, if you need to go to school and God has promised you that you're going to be an important person in your nation, you need to do that. Go do what it needs to be done. And we said, and we looked at 2 points earlier episodes, the first and the second one. That the first was that even if the promise is occupied by strong and mightier people, it is our promise and it will be ours, and because we know God promised and is not the Son of Man that he should lie, and we just need to take our places and claim what belongs to us. Even if they're mightier and stronger, powerful, God will give us the grace. We saw how David brought down Goliath. We saw how Jericho was so close, but it belonged to the children of Israel, and eventually it came down. Once we follow what God calls us to do, we will see greater things come our way, and people will ask, how did you even accomplish that? The second one we saw is that our enemies are aware of our promises, because God sends your fame, God sends the Torah, God sends your name ahead of you even before you reach your enemies. Your enemies know you more than you know yourself. Your enemy knows your potential more than you know yourself. So you just need to rise up and say it and go on your journey and claim what belongs to you. We want to go to the third point that will help us know something that we need to be aware of as we occupy, something we need to be aware of as we possess our promises. And this is that there is no ground that you will get without mounting any confrontation for it. There is nothing that you are just going to take on a silver platter. The things of God, the Bible tells us that the kingdom of God suffers violence, and the violent take it by force. And if you have that mind that I'll be sleeping and the next day I'll get what belongs to me, trust me, you're going to sleep till you sleep forever. I just want to encourage you to be ready to God, to get your gear and to muster up and to measure up and go for what belongs to you, knowing that it's going to take some confrontation. It's not going to be easy, but you're going to claim it, and you're going to claim it, and you're going to have it, and you're going to enjoy it. The Bible tells us in Joshua chapter 1 and verses 1 to 3, it says, now after the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord, it came to pass that the Lord spoke unto Joshua the son of Nun, Moses ministering, saying, Moses my servant is dead. Now therefore arise, go in this Jordan, though all these people unto the land, and I'll do give to them, even to the children of Israel, every place that your sole of your foot shall tread upon, that have I given unto you, as I said unto Moses. He says, every place that the sole of your foot shall tread upon, that I have given unto you, as I said unto Moses, from the wilderness of this Lebanon, even unto the great river, the river of Euphrates, all the land of the Hittites, and to the great sea towards the going down of the sun, shall be your coast. There shall be not any man be able to stand before thee all the days of thy life. As I was with Moses, so will I be with thee, and I'll not fail thee nor forsake thee. God promises us to go out because he has already given unto us our promise. But remember, he says he's giving you the land of the Hittites. Where are they gone? You think they're just going to walk away of their land? He says the land of the Hittites, it's given to you. Sometimes God is giving you things that belong to other people, but rightfully belong to you. People have occupied, the things that have been occupied, there are places that have been occupied, there are areas that have been occupied, there are promises that have been occupied in your life. And people who are in are not going to give up so freely. The enemy is not going to use anyone, let you just come into the industry anyhow. You're going to fight your way out. But the Bible has told us that there shall be no man being able to stand before you. They won't be able to stand before you if you're on the move. They are not going to be stand before you if you are advancing. They're not going to be able to stand before you if you are ready to claim what belongs to you. But they will mount a stand when you are sleeping. You won't be able to shake them if you do nothing. If you do something, God is going to use the small thing that you have, and it will become like a mighty army. Just like the lepers were walking down the city, it felt like it's a mighty army. It is not until you rise up and claim what belongs to you, until you rise up and confess which belongs to you, until you rise up and you start declaring what your promises is, that when people will start saying you can do it, that you can be it, you can go on, you can have it. It's not part of your family. It has never been part of your family. No one has ever had it. No one has ever done it. But once you pursue it, you will see it come to pass. Trust me, we are record breakers. We are challengers. We are trailblazers. We are not going to be defined by our ancestors. We're not going to be defined by village mates who are our people that we live with. We are going to be defined by the promise of God. We're going to be defined by what he has said unto us. We are going to go for what God has called us to do, and we are not going to limit it by those who are patronizing us, those who think they have mastered the world, mastered the art of this life. No, we are going to live by the word of God. The Bible tells us that there shall be no man who is able to stand before thee all the days of thy life. That's the promise of God. As long as you advance, God will fight for you. God will make a way for you. And God is making a way for you as even you listen to this. Rise up, go for that business. Rise up, go for that educational profession. Rise up, go for that ministry. Rise up, go for that business deal. Rise up, claim what belongs to you. I pray for you that the grace of God may be sufficient. The grace of God may be revealed unto you, that he may silence everyone who has been speaking against you. Silence everyone and make the wisdom of men nothing. In Jesus' name, I declare that this year was going to be a year of exploits for your life, because you are confronting the enemy, that you are confronting and getting what belongs to you. I remind you in this point that there is no ground that you will get without mounting any confrontation. I want to let you know that I'm on Instagram, and you can follow me with Derek Hudson Wamala. You can also follow me on my Facebook, which I usually use for Facebook Live, where we interact in the spirit and pray and sing and prophesy and declare in the spirit. You can always join me every time we're on live. You can also follow me. Subscribe on my YouTube, Derek Hudson Wamala. Remember to share this and let us see our lives get into what God has called us to do and be in our life and our generation. God bless you. See you next time in the next episode. God bless you. Love you.